Hi, this is Enzo, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up a RNode from a local virtual machine from scratch. And please note this video is mostly for Windows 7 users, and if you have Windows 10, just set up Docker and play with RNode within that. Or if you have a VPS in your hand, just connect to it with your terminal and install RNode in Debian or Ubuntu or whatever Linux distribution you have. So we're gonna need a cheat sheet during this process, and here I'm gonna show you how to find this sheet. Just Google RChain forum and get down to the last forum, network node, and find this video set up RNode from local virtual machine. Okay, then you can have the cheat sheet. So to run RNode from your local machine, you need these two prerequisites. The first one is you must have a public IP, and I here offer you a simple way to determine if you have a real public IP by clicking the two links here. If the results of these two pages are the same, then that's a yes. And if not, I'm very sorry that you might need to find another way to set up a RNode, maybe by changing your network or just use a VPS. And the second thing you need to check is you have enabled UPnP in your router, or if you don't have this UPnP feature, you need to manually port forwarding. I'm going to show what I have done with my router. So here I have enabled UPnP, and if you don't have this option, you might want to port trigger, and here we use the 40400 because that's the default port RNode uses for now. And if you don't know how to set up this, configure this, just Google with the brand of your router and port trigger or port forwarding or UPnP. Okay, if everything is ready, and don't worry if you have never set up a virtual machine, or you have never used Linux, or never set up a blockchain node, because this is what this video for. So if everything is ready, we can start. And the first thing you need to do is download all the stuff I list here. The Debian ISO image, VirtualBox, mobile Xterm, and then you need to set up, install VirtualBox, which I am not gonna demonstrate here because it's just clicking on every next you see, and then you should have it. The next thing is extract mobile Xterm from the compression file I post, because this is a portable version. Okay, now we can start setting up a virtual machine. Just start VirtualBox, click New, and here we give a name like Debian or Debian Demo, whatever you want, and this VirtualBox will automatically recognize you're gonna install Linux and Debian. And if you don't have the 64-bit option, just Google, just Google this VirtualBox no 64-bit, sorry, and you will have the answer for that. So click Next, and here 1 GB for memorize should be sufficient. Next, and create, and next, and here you might want to change the file location of this virtual hard disk, because I know sometimes your C partition could be very crowded, and here we change to the F partition. Yes, and we create. Okay, so before you start this virtual machine, we need to change another thing. Here is the network. You should attach it to a bridge adapter, and the name of your physical network controller should be the one you are using to connect to your router. So here I'm going to show you how to determine which one is that. You click on the network icon, and here you click on the network you're connecting to, and here this is Ethernet. Click and scroll down. Here the description here is Killer E2500. So this is the adapter I'm gonna choose, and click OK. Okay, now we can power up the Debian by double clicking, and here we need to pick an image for for installing an operating system, and now we choose the one we just download and click start, and it's like a new computer. Yeah, this is the installer menu. We choose the first graphical install, and yeah, this is the language, whatever language you want. Here we just take English, United States. No, here I'm gonna choose Asia, China. But just yeah, this is for me. So for you, you just choose where you live, and yeah, the default local settings. For me, this United States is okay, and the key map, whatever key map you're using. Okay, it's retrieving some components from the CD, and it's configuring the network. Okay, here we give a host name to the VM. Yeah, I'm gonna stay with the same name, and just keep it blank here for the domain name. And now we need to set a password for the root, and so this is for demo, so I'm gonna just take a very easy one. But if you are doing this for production purpose, you need to be very cautious about this. And the full name, yeah, it just needs another user besides root. So here we just chose R and another very simple password. So I think the next step is for disk partitioning. Yeah. Okay. We just use the default option, and yes, yes, and yes. Now it's dumping the files to the virtual disk. This might take like 2 or 3 minutes, depending on how fast your host machine is. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna use a network mirror, and here you choose the location where you live. So here I'm gonna go with China and mirror of this. And yeah, if you are using a proxy, I mean, uh, for whatever reason, you can just type the proxy here. But for me, I'm gonna just keep it blank. Okay, here just continue. Okay, here we're gonna take a few seconds. Just uncheck all the packages except this one, the SSH server, and yeah, just click the continue. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to install the bootloader, and here we choose the only SDA we have. Okay, now we have completed installation, and by clicking continue, the virtual machine should reboot, and after like I think less than 1 minute, we're gonna be able to log in to this Debian. Here we take the Yeah, you can use root or the other user you just created. Here we use root and password, and yeah, we're gonna need to check the IP address of this virtual machine. So we type an IP address show, and here we see the 192.168.50 and 36 is the IP of the Debian. We're gonna need that to so we can connect to the Debian with this terminal software. So here we launch MobileXterm and click session SSH, and the address we have, oh, what was that? Okay, 36 and OK. So for now, we're only able to log in with the user R instead of root, because on Debian the default configuration of SSH server is the forbidden login as root. So here we log in as R and password. Yes, we want to save that. Okay, now we're in this SSH terminal, and yeah, the first thing is we just switch to root by type su, and that's here you just enter the password of root, and then we can start installing whatever we want. We first need to download the RNode installing package. Here I just prepare the commands for you. You can just copy it and paste here. And for future updates, you need to change this URL, and you can find the updates information from this page, developer.rchain.coop. And for now, the latest version is 0.503. No, 0.5.3, and the deb package is for Debian and Ubuntu. And for more information, you can just click this RNode user guide, which you would definitely need in the future if you want to be a validator or just a pure RNode. Okay, we have downloaded the file, and the next command is apt install. Then it will start installing, but there are some dependency needed. So here we choose yes, and now the virtual machine is asking for the CD image you use to install the system. And let's switch back to the VirtualBox window, and here you can find an icon of optical driver. No, I mean disk. And so here we choose by right-clicking, we choose the CD image we used. Okay, and let's enter here, and it should be very quick. Okay, basically we now have the RNode software installed, but here's some extra package we're gonna need to this is just a glitch, or not really a glitch. This is how to say simplification of using RNode, because if we don't use this Havajit, it will take a long time generating a random number when we start an RNode instance for the first time. Sometimes it could be 5 or 10 minutes, so that is not good, especially considering we're still at pre-testnet stage. So I strongly recommend you guys install this Havajit package. Let's just do it here. Okay, now we come to the last step. Launch the RNode, and this is just most basic option for running RNode. Now we just only start this in the most simple form. So paste it here, enter. Okay, now you see it's connected to a node at this address with this port. So here we are connected to the pre-test net of RChain, and just don't mind this fail or warn or error information, because that's normal for now. So that's it, and if you want to know more about the use of RNode, just check this page, the user guide, or if you have any question in terms of this tutorial, just leave a message here in the RChain forum, or the Discord. The Discord, we have a no test channels here. Ask anything you want. So thanks for watching, and hope you find this useful.